Hey guys, welcome to Barefoot Church News today. My name is Pastor Eddie. So glad to have you guys in the house. First timers, if you do us a favor and fill out a Connect card, those are located in the seat pocket in front of you. We would love to hear from you, hear about your experience, and get you connected into one of our awesome ministries here at Barefoot Church. Guys, check out this amazing story from one of our own church members, Rachel Sardella.
I just want people to take away that no matter what they've been through, if they feel like there's no overcoming or there's no brighter side of it, or that God wouldn't be there for them at the end of it, I want them to learn and know that that's not true at all, and that my story is proof of that. So I was 12 when we moved, and it was in the summer when we moved. So it was around fall time that I actually developed the eating disorder. And I hid it, like no one knew about it, not my parents, not my friends at the time. It just became something that I was so used to doing, you know, even like years later. And I remember there was one incident that happened with my cousin, who's my same age. She got caught doing something wrong, so she had turned it around on me, and she had yelled out to the family, well, you know, Rachel makes herself throw up. And that moment, I felt like everything was crumbling. Like I was being forced to face the truth. I was forced to face all the lies, and I buried it by lying even more. When I was 18, it was 2 weeks after my high school graduation, I had found out that I was pregnant, and I was petrified. And there was even a time where I thought, let's get rid of this, what I thought was a problem and not a blessing. And that was a real consideration for me. And I had spent so many years lying and pretending to put on a show for everyone that I just thought, okay, well, what's one more thing? Like, what's one more thing? I'll do one more sin, I'll do one more act, and then I'll lie about it like I did everything else, you know, and then I don't have to worry about it. And then I can never think about it again. And it was so hard for me because that's not something that I believe in, and I never did. But when I was faced with it, it shocked me at how much I really considered it. After she was born and her father had gone away, it just got worse for me. The anxiety, the depression, the thoughts that you cannot do this. Like, you're 19, you can't do this. Your whole life you feel like has basically been a lie. So what makes you think you can take this on? I had dug such a hole for myself lying to everyone around me, my family, my friends, everyone at the church. So I had gone and actually spoke to a doctor, and I said what I needed to say to get prescribed sleeping medications. And I wrote a letter about, like, if I were to end my life, what would happen to my daughter. And I went to the beach one day because that's my favorite place to go. And I just struggled with the idea of swallowing the bottle of pills. So I just started, like, talking to a God that at the time I didn't even believe in. And I basically just said that if you are not done with me, if this isn't my story, and there's more to it than this, I need you to show me, like, in a drastic way, because I'm not open to receiving God. So if you do something little, I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I'm gonna ignore it because I don't really want to hear what you have to say, but I'm asking you anyway. And so it took a couple minutes, and I just said I was gonna go back to my car, and and I had parked on Main Street. And in order to get back to my car, I had to pass Barefoot Church's beach baptism. And to me, that was God's sign for me. That was his big gesture to me. And then that next morning, I went to church service, and I was mentally present at that church service. And Pastor Clay had preached about monkeys on your back. And that's exactly how I felt for so long, was just the burdens, and it just got heavier. And that's just when I decided that I was gonna stop running, and I was gonna face it, face my struggles and face my emotions. But I was gonna face it with the church. I was gonna face it with God, and I was gonna turn to him. And I was decided that day I was gonna trust God. It's like I can breathe again, and it's like I can relax. Surrendering was everything for me. It truly was. You talk about when you're getting baptized, it's, you're going into the water with all of these burdens, and then when you come up, you're washed from them. And that's truly, that image is truly how it felt to surrender and to be baptized. And I always feel that way. I always feel that way. If I'm having a bad day, or if I have road rage on 17, and I go to God, it's like I get to experience that all over. And that's such a blessing, and that's a gift that I know only God could be giving me every single time, day after day.
Hey guys, as you just heard from Rachel's testimony, it's never too late to start a relationship with God. It's never too late to rekindle your relationship with God. He's always there. He's always waiting. He has more in store for you than you can ever imagine. Guys, we're getting close to the end of service. The hosts are getting into place right now. We're going to be releasing from the back to the front. Hey, do us a favor and grab some invite cards out in the lobby. On the way, there's a display. We'd love for you to connect with your friends, invite them to church, plant those seeds, because man, if this place is changing your life, it'll change somebody else's life. We love you so much. We'll see you next weekend. God bless.